Mercedes from Art by Shades, where we address self-love, body image, and how to create a business from your art. Today I'll be talking about the 3 pitfalls that you want to avoid in your business. Or should I say when starting your business. It's going to be a short video, so let's jump right into it. The first thing that you want to pay attention to is who your customer actually is. I cannot stress enough how important this is. This is one of the key things that people actually underestimate when starting their business. They assume that they're going to just put their art out there and everybody that likes it is going to buy. But in actuality, you actually need to target who is more likely to purchase your art. In my case, I actually have an idea that my customer is a African American female because a lot of the art that I produce are Afrocentric. So there's a lot of afros, there's dark skin tones, and there's a lot of shading in my work. So I may want to kind of diversify a little bit, but for the most part, I know that African American females are who I'm actually targeting. You can go into more detail, like what type of job, what their age, all of these other demographics that may apply to your customer directly, but you want to make sure that these people are actually going to see your promotions when you put them out there, or even the certain hashtags that you may put under your post. You need to make sure that those people are going to be reached with those hashtags. Whatever your promotion ideas are, you have to target the right people so that you're not wasting your money, but also putting your art or whatever products do you have to the wrong people. This is also critical because you may confuse your analytics. So what will end up happening is that you'll go and decide, I'm going to go and put my art out there and I'm going to put it to everybody. When you do that, it actually dilutes the amount of people that will be able to see it, but actually like your content. And it's good for an initial thing, but when you have a better idea of who your customer is, you need to fine tune that. You can't just keep casting a wide net because you'll end up missing a lot of your demographic, and your analytics, when you actually get them back, won't make sense. So you can get this information from putting out little surveys. You can actually put little questions on your posts to get people to engage and actually give you feedback. And that'll kind of give you an idea of what people like and all of these other important aspects of promotion or marketing. The second thing that I actually wanted to go into is how to plan your launch. I, for the most part, just decided I'm going to go and launch my business. I didn't do any previous promotions or anything. I just said, you know what, a week ahead of time, hey, I'm launching my business, and then I didn't really get anybody as feedback. I didn't actually get any sales or anything like that. So you want to make sure that your launch keeps your customer in mind, but you also want to make sure that you're promoting ahead of time. You make sure that you're at the forefront of people's mind when launching a new type of product or just something that they may want to purchase. You need to stay on the forefront of their minds so that when you actually put your work out there and you're like, I'm actually making this available for you guys to purchase, and they don't know that you're there, then, you end up with a flop. The third thing, which probably should have been the second thing, is to plan your promotions ahead of time. Make sure that you know what you're going to use for promotions, whether it's Google ads, Facebook or Instagram ads, or however you want to do it. If you want to do it yourself by using hashtags, or if you want to have a promoter on one of the social media platforms promote your stuff, make sure that you know how you're going to do that ahead of time. You have to plan everything out to a T, so that way once everything is being executed, it's running smoothly and you expected it. And even if you don't have it planned out all the way, you needed to have it at least an overview of how that's going to work out if anything does go wrong. Let's say that your account ends up being suspended, or maybe you plan to open up this month, but then you didn't actually take into account the time that it takes to set up the account ahead of time, and maybe you have a waiting process or something like that. Make sure that all of the details are ironed out ahead of time. That way you're not scrambling last minute to get things done. That includes creating what material you're actually going to use to promote, whether you're going to do a giveaway, whatever you want to do. These are the things that needs to be planned ahead of time. That way you can actually encourage people to go and purchase from you, and you're not going to end up with no sales, nobody actually liking your post or your promotions. You just want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, where we take our art from being a hobby into a business. Comment below if you know of any other pitfalls that artists should avoid when starting their art business.